Hello my sexy muffins and welcome back to another video. In this video we are doing Yandere Abel, aka SCP-076-2, ex-pregnant Jackie Bright, which is Dr. Jack Bright but the Genderbent version if he was born female and went by Jackie Bright when he has a female body and is female, born female. Anyways, let's do this. Now, disclaimer, this is just for fun and not to be taken seriously at all. Abel and Jackie Bright are not a canon couple, and this is just for fun, again, and not to be taken seriously at all. Also, Jackie Bright is obviously not born a assigned female at birth in canon, but is Jack Bright in canon. Again, just for fun, not to be taken seriously at all. Simping and shipping for fictional characters and shipping them is fine as long as you're not illegal or gross about it, and that you remember to separate fiction from reality and headcanon from canon, and also that Yanderes are not ideal partners to have in real life. Now, second disclaimer is Jack Bright, or Jackie Bright in this case, is not the representant, the self-insert of Admin Bright. Admin Bright's a horrible person, and we do not stand him, and we do not support him at all. And he's been kicked out of the community for predatory online behavior to possibly minors. I can't remember if it's minors. Do not quote me on that. Anyways, he used Jack Bright as an admin, but more people have added to Jack Bright's character than just Admin Bright and made lore around Jack Bright / Jackie Bright, and this is what it stands for: the character that Jack / Jackie Bright has become, instead of the original of being a self-insert. The stunning, beautiful fan art in this video is done by the fabulous Gav Imp on Tumblr. I will have her linked in the comments, pinned comment, and in the description, so you can check her out and maybe commission her. She also has done this. Lord Daddy D is perfect for $60. I commissioned her for this. Thank you. And also, remember, the multiverse for the SCP Foundation is very, very large. So it is very, very likely there is more, that this scenario could be likely in the multiverse of the SCP Foundation multiverse. Very likely. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. So, first we're going to start with some headcanons and traits for this of how Abel would treat Jackie Bright when she is pregnant. Now, this is specifically an overprotective Yandere Abel, so very much he will be overprotective in the sense and such. So, let's do this. First off, when he finds out, how he would react when he finds out. Well, he would be a bit in shock. Well, he knew this could happen, and he wanted it to happen partly so that he could control Jackie Bright more, because he saw if she was pregnant with his child, he could control Jackie Bright more. And so he would be over the moon, but also even more controlling of the aspects, because he needs to make sure that she's okay. He would not want her out of his sight, not at all, because very, very, very much so, she is at risk in the Foundation of being unalived in a breach or possibly falling down a flight of stairs, and etc. So he would be extremely overprotective and eventually get his way in being able to be sort of her bodyguard around the Foundation. So the Foundation would allow him out and give Jackie Bright and him private quarters, but during the day, Abel would follow her around all the time, except for when she was testing with him. Then they would have alone time where he will do as she says, but keep a firm lock on her with his eyes to make sure she is safe at all times. He is very untrusting of anyone that gets near his darling, because she is his, and he very much wants to keep her safe. But he also does have a soft side, seeing her swell with his child. In the regards that this woman, the woman he loves more than anything, is carrying his child. He has never felt like this, and since he is Yandere, she is his sole focus, and that they are able to conceive a child together, it makes him go over the moon. So he would in most of his free time where he gets the chance, would have his arms wrapped around her, hands on her stomach, whispering sweet words of affirmation into her ear, and always just snuggling her. Of course, he would not say that he's soft at all, and he would deny that all the time because he is not soft. He is a warrior, and his child is going to be raised to be a warrior, of course. But he does have a soft side with his Jackie and always loves her and adores her and wants the best for her. Okay, so he would make sure that Jackie has a healthy diet, a healthy workout schedule, but isn't overdoing it, and also is very doting on her. Like when she demands something of Abel or demands space from him, he might not give her full on space where he leaves the room, but he's gonna back up a bit. But with doting on Jackie Bright, Abel will do everything that he can to make her happy, most likely eventually in the pregnancy, rubbing her feet, rubbing her back, and just making sure that she is at ease and not in pain because she is a vessel. I hate to use that word, but it's how Abel would see it sometimes, a vessel of future warriors. And that, with that, Abel, Abel having his children, which will be warriors as well, that she needs to be taken care of and praised and loved and devoted to. That she is a goddess to him and carry on his offspring, which will be warriors and trained by him. So very much, he's super protective, super devoted, and super loyal to Jackie Bright, no matter what. Those are the base headcanons and traits. Now let's get to the Yandere side of things. If anyone even looks at Jackie Bright funny, they are dead, and the Foundation won't do anything about it because Jackie Bright, pregnant with Abel's child, keeps him somewhat controlled and out of those trances. But if someone does hurt his Jackie, oh my lord, does he go into a trance and annihilates everyone in his path. Of course, they let it slide because they have a strict rule: no one can harm Jackie anymore. Yes, and all that good stuff. Now, that that's settled, the other Yandere traits is that he gets a bit smothering and does not leave Jackie alone, and when she lashes out at him, he just smirks because he loves her fiery attitude, and that she lashes out at him because it's given him attention to him and having her solely focused on him. So he kind of loves that side of her. Of course, he will give her space when she absolutely needs it, and all that good stuff. Now, I might do a Headcanons and Traits part 2 of the delivery and all that stuff, but this is just the base stuff of while she is pregnant. Now, the delivery would be a different situation and scenario altogether. And now, here is the scenario of how Abel figured out Jackie Bright was pregnant, or how she confessed to him that she was pregnant and that she was carrying his child. Let's go. Jackie threw up for the third time this morning. She felt awful as she leans over the trash can in her office. This is bull poo. I can't swear. I'm sorry. This is bull poo. How is she feeling so sick? She sighs and finally goes down to medical to see if she is well. Pregnant. She had adult fun time with Abel about a month ago and has been having a few symptoms for the last week. She hopes and prays that she is not pregnant with his child. She really, really, really did not need to be pregnant with an SCP. What would the Foundation think? What would the Foundation do? She did not know, but she knows for a fact that she cannot be pregnant. The lab results come fast because she pushes them, and of course, she's pregnant. The doctor congratulates her and asks her if he and tells her he'll go tell the O5 Council that she'll need time off eventually, which means Michael will find out, and which will lead to Abel finding out. So Jackie took a deep breath and goes down to Abel's containment cell. She better tell him before he finds out somewhere else so he doesn't go hunting her down. This would be the best situation to keep a breach from happening, and hopefully maybe Abel will go into a trance and unalive her and she won't have to deal with the pregnancy. She hoped for that. She didn't know how she felt about being pregnant right now, or even if she wanted to keep the child. But she was definitely having to tell the father before he figures out and goes on a mindless trance like he would. She goes down, gets into the cell, and is on the other side of the glass. Abel stares at her. Where have you been? He orders. He hasn't seen her since the first time they made love. I have been busy with work, Jackie says, looking at Abel. Abel scoffs and looks at her. You do not look well, he says. What is going on? He says. He's able to tell that Jackie does not feel well, feeling nauseous again. She covers her mouth for a second and swallows any vomit coming up. Well, we had sex a few weeks ago, she says, looking to the side, and we now have the consequences of that. Abel's eyes narrowed. You're pregnant. His hand breaks the glass, and she tenses. Please do not go into a trance. She felt fear in her, and she nods. Yes, I am pregnant, she tells him. He breaks the glass. It shatters. He uses more strength than he ever has before. Jackie goes to run, but in seconds she is grabbed and pulled in his arms. And then into a kiss. She is shocked, her eyes going wide as Abel kisses her, dominating her mouth, and she kisses back, enjoying the feeling, before he pulls away and she pants for air because he caught her off guard. What the heck? She asks. You are mine, and I'm going to have a child with you. This will be our little warrior, but I am never letting you go, my Jackie, he says to her, and kisses her once more, lifting her up and taking her into his containment cell where he snuggles with her on the ground. The breach unit comes to make sure that Abel has not gone and killed anyone, and are shocked to see Abel snuggling into you, his body wrapped around yours as he strokes your belly. This was all too cute, but also unnerving, seeing the great Abel melted into a snuggling mess with Jackie Bright. It was so strange, and I'm sure that the MTF units will need mind altering drugs to deal with the aftermath of seeing Abel in a snuggling fit. It's just oof, oof. And they were shocked, but Abel, on the other hand, was more in love than ever with you, and he knew that he was never going to let you go. That he is more than over the moon to be with you and to have you carry his child. You were a vessel for future warriors, and you were his. He was never letting you go, and he is going to snuggle you right now and whisper words of affirmation. You are mine, Jackie Bright, and I am never, ever letting you go. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed this chapter, and if you would like to see more of this, I'm thinking of doing a mini-series. I know I was supposed to put more fluff into this Wicked Brony, but I really got into maybe doing a scenario of just Abel X pregnant Jackie from doing the intro, but also doing more fluff scenes. There will be more fluff scenes. I hope that you enjoyed this Wicked Brony. I will discuss it before I edit it, so you know what's going on. But yes, anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. If you would like to see more Abel X Pregnant Jackie Bright, comment below what you would like to see specifically in this miniseries, and I will do my best to do it and all that jazz. And I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy. Oh wait, we forgot the Patreon outro. Anyways, thank you, Gav, for being my first patron. You are fabulous. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. You are chef kiss. And thank you, Wicked Brony, for being my second patron. You are wonderful. You are beautiful. You are chef kiss. Thank you as well. And I thank you for making this request. It ended up being a mini-series instead of what I wanted to do, a fluff shot. But I think the mini-series will work better because you can add a whole lot more stuff. And as also anything you would like to see, send on to the private not safe for work one that has you and Gav for the Patreon stuff. Yes, yes, yes. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Secret outro time. Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to the secret outro. The secret outro is: if you were pregnant with Abel, would you want him to be smothering you with love, or would you not want to tell him at all? AKA, would you want to tell Abel you were pregnant, or not tell Abel you were not pregnant, no matter what the results is. The results could be anything you can imagine, but would you tell him yes or no? I'd probably not tell him because I don't personally want kids. I mean, I want kids, but I don't want to pass on my mental illness, so I wouldn't want to be pregnant. So I would most likely have an abortion. Now, I know that's very controversial, but I have severe mental illness issues I don't talk about often, and I'm not going to put a child through those issues. If I want children, I will adopt. I will gladly adopt children. I need to have a family and to be loved. That is what I would do. But I am not going to pass down my severe crippling mental illness that has affected me since I was 13 to a child in a world that where it's getting more stigmatized to be mentally ill. No, I would not do it. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye.